This presentation is dedicated to the creative process and the development of a new theatrical piece entitled Gone. Gone was originally scheduled to premiere on March 27th as part of the Kane Theater Conservatory season, being performed in the two black box theaters in the Bauer-Boucher Theater Complex at Kane University. My name is Karen Hart, and I'm a professor in the Kane University Theater Conservatory and the lead director and artistic director of the group we call the Kane Theater Collective. The collective is a carefully selected group of directors, actors, designers, playwrights, poets, and technicians, made up of Kane faculty, students, staff, and alumni. The directing team became complete with the addition of the talented Michelle Mosé and Charles Del Risco, each bringing their unique perspectives to the project. In December of 2019, we set about selecting the rest of our company. It's a very important component of creating a devised piece, selecting a team of collaborators who work well together, who are willing to share and are willing to explore and take risks while checking their ego at the door. It's a very difficult and sensitive process. We would only have a few weeks to develop the rapport and the trust within our group that usually takes years to develop. And at the end of the day, the collective includes 3 directors, 3 assistants, 20 performers, 7 designers, 4 stage managers, 2 script managers, 2 dramaturgs, and a full support team of technicians and artisans. Our process began with the collection of ideas, facts, and images to act as a base for inspiration. The finiteness of the word gone became a question of personal philosophy. We questioned what it meant to be gone, what happens when it is gone, when they are gone, when we are gone, and when I am gone. We were interested in exploring the consequences of the loss of nature, loss of innocence, and the loss of life, loss of willpower, the loss of decency, and sadly, the loss of hope. Exploring how these ideas could be built upon and interwoven, some images and ideas rose to the top while others were rejected or held on for another day. During this time, there was a marked increase in school and mass shootings. The plight of the refugees became impossible to bear, and the effects of global warming intensified. The newspapers and the news feeds continued to address our loss of innocence, the loss of security. We wanted to see if there was a way to combine the sense of grief and loss with the growing denial of our collective responsibility as a society. Throughout our development process, it was important to check our facts, as they were always changing. On February 13th, the real work began. The company, the collective, came together and filled the room with open minds and a collaborative spirit. This is when the creation of Gone really began in earnest. From that point on, there was no stopping the process. Evenings full of reflection, exploration, and heart-wrenching conversations as we approached topics such as mental health treatment, school shootings, global warming, pollution, social media, animal rights, the rise of hate groups, and the outrageous abuse of power. We discussed our own anxieties and fears of isolation and loneliness. Each team explored different approaches and techniques by exploring movement, writing, dialogue, and bringing puppets to life. We personified Mother Earth, rivers, bees, and bears. We broke it all down, brought it back together, finding the common good and bringing our collective message to life. Poetry and prose flowed, and we found our voice and collective breath. All was going as planned. Sets were being built, costumes fit, lights hung. All was going full throttle towards opening night when suddenly in March, the entire world changed directions, and our work was stopped, put on hold. We lit the ghost lights in our theaters and said goodnight to our ghost. But fear not, we are not gone, just temporarily delayed until the day we are together again. It may never be the same, but we will come together again with a brand new perspective on life. And perhaps, a few rewrites. Until then, we'll all stay home until we can return again as one collective.